EdSurge, in essence, is an EdTech news organization that seeks to unite three different groups: entrepreneurs, investors, and anyone who consider themselves an educator, whether it's a teacher, an admin, a district official, anybody. And the reason that we do that is because in the EdTech world, it's very easy to become siloed. But we want to bring relevant news to all three of those groups. And so as a result, we report on things that would inform entrepreneurs like funding, what are the big waves in EdTech, what are the big waves in education like Common Core. But we also report on best practices, we do school model pieces. And one of my favorite things is that for educators, we like to do great tools roundup. And so what that means is that we look at tools every week and we pick out the ones that we think are the most helpful and could be the most fruitful for a classroom teacher. And so what we do with that news is we essentially throw it up on our site, but we also package it into two newsletters that we send out. So we have one newsletter that goes out on Wednesday for entrepreneurs and investors, and then the one which I edit, which is called Instruct, is the one that goes out on Thursdays. And so teachers will read those over the weekend, they'll get some great ideas, they'll learn about other schools that are going blended, and sort of use it as the go-to resource for learning about what's going on in the EdTech world outside. We recognize that people don't always have all the time in the world to go through our site, find all these tools. So one thing that we've started doing is essentially creating these consolidated reports with tools and techniques that teachers can use. Case in point, our insanely popular professional development guide that we just put out a few months ago. Essentially what it is it's a methodology framework for anybody that wants to personalize their own PD, and 30 plus tools in there that you could start using tomorrow to get the best professional development possible, especially on what you're looking for. I mean, we have tools in there that are good for coaching. We have tools in there that are good for just leading sort of your own understanding of new techniques if you want to just get training. And the nice thing is that it's in a really nice consolidated format, so anybody could just print it out for free, just take it, read through it, and kind of know what their game plan is for the next couple of months. One of the big things that I'm a large supporter of right now is getting more teachers to actually write for us. So one of the initiatives that I helped EdSurge start is the 50 States Project, where we're actually looking to get EdSurge teacher contributors from across the country. Anybody who's in K-12, admin, teacher, whatever position, we're looking to get at least one writer from every state and several U.S. territories by the end of 2014. And that's a great way to get your voice out there, but also sometimes people will pose questions in their articles. And it's a really nice way to connect with other educators and sort of, put your questions and your issues out there for the public to respond to. So that's a great way. Another great initiative that we just launched, which is really exciting, is that ourselves and then Digital Promise, which is a Congress-sponsored nonprofit, we just partnered together, and just today we launched the first annual Digital Innovation and Learning Awards. And so these awards are geared towards teachers, administrators who are doing really great practices and are looking to sort of spread their practice. So the idea is if you go to awards.edsurge.com, you can apply, and it's competency-based. So you apply for an award based on something specific that you do. If you're really good with data, you can apply to an award like that. If you're really great with sharing resources, apply to an award like that. And then what we'll do is we'll take those, the artifacts that we collect from the applications, put them up on our site, and then people from all over the country will get a chance to look at them. And if you're not interested in applying, checking back in a couple months when we start to put those up is also an amazing way to get a video image of what a day in the life of a typical blended learning instructor might look like. So for us, I mean, spreading the message and allowing teachers to interact with each other through the platform is probably the biggest thing on our plate right now, which we're really excited about. Everything we do is free. All of our online news is free. There's no paywall. You can subscribe to our educator newsletter completely for free. And the other great part of what we do is that we've started to get into events. So every 3 months, we have these events called summits in different cities across the country. And summits are free for educators or administrators or district officials. And the idea is that they come, we bring vendors with products, and the educators get to test them for free. literally no price. You get to try everything, see what you like, give feedback to the vendors. They find out what they're doing better or need to do better. And so far we've had one in Baltimore, we've had one in Nashville, one in Los Angeles, or actually we have one coming up in Los Angeles. And we'll continue to have them in cities across the country. So that's also a really nice free option that teachers can utilize.